Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Tracks. Now, this guy has become quite a controversial, should I say, figure in the Kingdom toy line, and we'll get to why soon. But, well, first of all, we have the box to look at. Well, of course, just like the other Kingdom boxes, we have them in both modes. We got the name in both English and Cybertronian. Of course, his name is Autobot Tracks instead of just Tracks for trademark reasons. The side, we've got all the characters. The back, we've got him in both modes, plus his flight mode. So it's nice that they included that. Just got the top of the box, the Autobot insignia, the underneath, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, now having a look at the vehicle mode, it definitely does resemble Trax' vehicle mode. Probably a bit more stylized just to avoid copyright issues. But And right off the bat, here we can see the first issue. The front of the front of the vehicle doesn't even tab that well. And trust me, this is the first of many issues. But ignoring that, we can see that the flame detailing is actually cartoon accurate, where it's just a red flame. Personally, I would have gone with a toy accurate, full on like red, yellow, and orange flame, but yeah, well. Look at the underneath. So there we go. And that's pretty much it for the car mode. Now for accessories, we've got these two. With this one, this is pretty much more for the flight mode, but you can put it on here if you want. And you can put this gun right on top of here. So yeah. And if I just get my blast effects out from my accessory tub. So if we just try and fit some here. Well, they're not really a good fit here, but well, in this mode, but you can still fit a blast effect on this gun. Of course, I just have the ones that come with aimless. These are the only ones I have, but yeah. And well, that's pretty much it for the car mode. Now, of course, this is track, so he does have a second vehicle modes, which is it's a flying car. I mean, of course you already know this, but in case you don't know tracks that well, that's what he has. And to get into this, well, just flip up these fins at the back. Come under here, untap these, if I can. There we go. So get the back wheels out. Get the arms down. And I'm pretty sure the boxes tells you to leave it like this, or the instructions from what I can remember, but, well, if you want it to be more accurate, well, you're going to want to actually rotate these. And, well, here you have the flight mode. Yeah, it is ridiculous, but, well, it's ridiculous in a good way, because, well, this was both in the G1 toy and G1 cartoon, so yeah, it's just a bit of imagination. So hell, this could pass for a mask vehicle if you wanted to. So yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I can't speak. No, not really much else to say here, so let's just get onto the full-on transformation. But first of all, I forgot to show this earlier. Here's the card I got off track. This is one of Black Arachnia. And peeling this. Well, we can see here with, I'm pretty sure there's a Predacons. Pretty sure there's either a Waspinator or Buzzsaw there. Pretty sure there could be like, I don't know, retracts. Like not diss tracks, like the retracts from Beast Wars. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Ooh. I almost peeled this off completely. Ooh. I'll sort that out later. But that's pretty much it for the card. I did not mean to peel that off. Oh well. I'll sort that later. Well, now that I've shown the card, let's get on to the full-on transformation. So just try and raise my camera a little bit. Well, I have technically already started by transforming the arms. This is when my forward stop's working. So I'm just going to start by transforming the fins back. Removing the weapons. Setting them off to one side. So what I'm going to do is try and get this entire windshield section out. And, well, this is all translucent plastic. Yeah, it's Studio Series Jazz all over again, so try and be really careful in transforming him. That's another complaint. The translucent plastic. Yeah, there's probably a better way to unhook that because, well, there's some stress there forming on one of the pegs, and that could shear off one day. So, yeah, there's probably a way better way to do that. I'm just not sure how to. We gotta just get all that out, and yeah, that's all translucent plastic. Yeah, so that's another complaint. And that just reveals the faux chest, similar to Earthrise Run Amok. What we're going to do is split the legs here. Open this. Spin this around. Just transform all that. So there we have the legs. And another complaint is these don't tab in robot mode either. So yeah, the legs are a bit unstable. So that's definitely a complaint. Well, we're going to just rotate this around. Push up the faux windshield. Collapse all this. Take the real windshield. Try and be careful to not break this. Just push that in. Rotate that around. That just goes onto his back. Get the hands out. And if I can get him standing straight, which I doubt I will, because you can see he's sort of standing a little bit sideways there. Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that. Okay, there we go. And well, here we have Trax in his robot mode. And well, just like Jazz, the translucent plastic makes this thing a bit scary to transform. Seriously, I wish they would stop using translucent plastic for important transformation steps. Like, for non-important things like windshields that are not important to the transformation, sure, that's fine, but come on, this entire back section is translucent plastic, so God knows how brittle that's going to be in a couple of years. Well, having a 360... Of course, the windshield on the chest isn't the windshield in the car mode, it's a faux one, so if anything, that's more of a nitpick than a complaint, but still. Having a look at the head, at least the head's accurate to the character, so there's that. Because he's got the red face paint and all that, so yeah, that's one good aspect. Okay, so if we just give him his weapons. Now, the box shows him holding this weapon, but, well, this is meant to be that little double cannon gun that he has, so let's just put this on the top of his head, like, just like the G1 toy. There we go. And with this gun, now we can put that in his hand. Yeah, the legs are a bit loose on my copy. Probably on all copies, I'm not sure, but that is a complaint. And well, for blast effects, well, now we can put some in these guns here. But we also have a port right here in the wing. If anything, I might just blast the entire wing off, universe-wise, I'm not sure. But we got some on the legs. And it looks to be it. Oh no, there's one right here on the chest as well. And of course, we've got the good old laser feet. So yeah. Now, finally, for this guy's articulation, well, his head can look side to side, although I'm having a bit of trouble right now with this. Unfortunately, the back cable does get in the way. The arms can move. Of course, you can T-pose. He's got an elbow joint that can swivel. There's no wrist articulation from what I can see. He's got a waist joint. The legs can go forward, can go back. There's a knee joint. And of course, the ankles pivot. So of course, you can do the splits. Although not really that well because of the way that the legs work. Because as I said, these don't really go together that well, as you can see. Yeah, I'm done. I'm just sick of trying to pose this figure because of how the legs work. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So, complaints. Well, where do I begin? The translucent plastic making this a breakage hazard. Or even a potential time bomb. The fact that it doesn't tab in even modes. The fact that the legs are a bit loose. This guy's just wasted potential. I mean, they could have made a really good tracks figure, but instead they just did this. I mean, should they could have just replicated like what they did with Runamark for the faux chest thing. I'm not so sure about the legs though. But well, do I recommend this figure? Well, what do you think? No. Unless you're a Trax fan or you just really want this guy, then I just can't recommend it. I mean, the fact that this guy could break if you transform him, especially in a couple of years when this is probably going to be more brittle. The fact that like both modes just don't tab in with these legs. Yeah, this guy is just. Hell, the only reason the only reason I bought this was to just display it, and if anything, I think that's the best reason to buy this is to just display it and nothing else. So yeah. In fact, another complaint that I forgot to mention is that the flight mode doesn't even have a port. You know, like this, where you can plug in a flight stand. The flight mode doesn't even have that, so yeah, that's another complaint. So yeah, unless you're a fan of tracks, or you really just want to get this guy, or you're buying just every figure that you can for the War for Cybertron trilogy, I can't really recommend this guy. So that's why I figured this guy. But well, this has been my review on Kingdom Tracks, and this is Charlie Young signing off. I hope my next review is going to be on a much better figure.